Have you ever known someone who just vanished? They didn't start a fight or make a dramatic exit. They simply stopped replying, stopped showing up, and faded out of your life without warning. When this happens, we often assume the worst. We pathologize their absence as a sign of depression, hidden anger, or a failure to cope with social life. But psychology suggests a different driver. This disappearance often marks a deliberate internal realignment of priorities rather than a collapse of mental health. For those managing high cognitive loads and complex goals, energy is a finite resource. They begin to view social availability as a strategic trade-off, choosing to withdraw from the noise to focus on what they've determined is actually essential. When we label this a breakdown, we miss the evolution taking place. We ignore the possibility that the silence is actually a sign of a person finally finding their direction. This process starts with the recognition of cognitive scarcity. There is only so much mental energy available in a single day. Every notification and casual interaction taxes this central hub. Maintaining a wide net of shallow connections becomes more taxing than they are worth. Maturing involves cutting this energetic deficit. Individuals quietly outgrow draining relationships, consolidating power into a few reinforced priorities. This internal distancing serves as a peaceful alternative to conflict. It allows a person to protect their focus without the need to criticize or change the people they are leaving behind. They stop trying to be universally available, becoming protective of where their attention is invested. The outside world perceives this as ghosting, but the internal reality is one of highly efficient cognitive self-preservation. This leads to another common assumption. The person is hiding from responsibility or avoiding the world. In reality, many traditional social interactions are fueled by a hidden psychological drive for external validation and the reassurance of the crowd. As a person develops a stronger internal compass, their need for outside approval evaporates. The weight of others' opinions is replaced by a single, heavy sense of internal direction. Because these individuals process their major life changes internally, they often finalize their most significant decisions months before their social circle notices anything has changed. This self-contained processing eliminates the urge to announce their moves or explain their new path to an audience. The sudden social disappearance is the lagging indicator of a transformation that has already happened. The most difficult part of this transition is the final psychological hurdle, becoming comfortable with being deeply misunderstood. Most people spend their lives in a state of constant translation, trying to justify their actions so the group stays comfortable. Eventually, some reach a point where they realize the cost of explaining their choices is higher than the benefit. They decide that living their life is more important than making sure everyone understands it. They accept the social consequences. They allow their actions to speak, even if it means former peers view their silence as a failure or a slight. This behavior signals a shift in trajectory. The individual is moving toward a different life, one that prioritizes personal authenticity over social integration. The most profound changes in a person's life rarely happen with a megaphone. They happen in the quiet moments of reflection and the subsequent silence of a clean break. When you recognize this pattern, a quiet exit stops looking like a mystery. It looks like a person finally taking command of their own direction.